Rising Australian country music artist, a Newcastle-based singer-songwriter Finnian Johnson is launching into 2024 with a new release entitled I'm Doing Well that I played just a second ago ahead of his appearances at the recent Tamworth Country Music Festival. And the song is his second original release that follows on from his exceptional 2023 debut track Dishonest, which was heavily supported by Australian Country Radio with a high rotation on iHeart Country Australia. Over the past few years, Finnian has been honing his craft and building a solid reputation while performing at shows and festivals, along with national TV exposure on season 11 of The Voice Australia, where he made the top 12. Finnian also gained exposure last year as a top 10 Toyota Star Maker finalist at Tamworth and was announced as a finalist in the 2023 NAB Talent Search at the Gympie Music Muster. He also toured along the eastern seaboard with Brooke McClymont and Adam Eckersley, and he supported Taylor Moss and performed at events like Smoke in Broke in New South Wales. It resulted in a significant profile boost. Finnian has hit his stride in Australian country music thanks to his determination, plain old hard yakka and an abundance of natural talent. Writing from a place of truth and real-life experiences, combined with his unforgettable deep and dulcet vocal tone, has ensured that the industry heavyweights are paying attention, thus being placed at the cusp of even greater exposure this year. I'm delighted to have Finnian standing by on the phone, despite some concerns about some technical issues that have, happily not prevailed, which means I've lost my bet that we weren't going to have this interview. But I'm absolutely delighted that we're able to go ahead with it. Anyway, I've got him waiting on the phone to have a chat with me. So let's bring him on air without any further ado. Hello, Finnian. How are you, mate?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. As I said, we were having some technical issues here that look like it might hijack this interview, but I'm glad that we've got you on air and can go ahead with it.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I think I went through it. I was driving when you tried to call me before, and I went through a dead spot, so I missed it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that would explain it. Look, just quickly off the top of your head, how old are you?
I'm 22 next month.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like 15 or something, you know. But, oh, that's all right. So good. Yeah, so you're still young and you're still, at the start of your journey. So it's great. A lot of good things coming your way.
Okay.
All right. Look, first of all, welcome to the Country Club. This is the first time we've had a chat, and it's great to have you on the show. And I hope this is not the last time we do this. But look, tell us the story behind I'm Doing Well. It is a great song. I love that song. Did you write that alone, or was it a co-write?
It was a co-write. I wrote it with Adam Eckersley and Brooke McClymont, and had a couple lines that I liked, and I took it to those guys probably 2 or 3 years ago now, and we finished it off, and it just turned into this kind of anthem, I guess, as a reminder that whatever's getting you down, you can take a step back and go, I'm doing quite well despite these things. And I got a chance to play it all on the road when I did the tour with them, and we just really loved the song, so I recorded it.
Okay. So you did some gigs at the recent, this year's I'm getting all tongue-tied here, Tamworth Country Music Festival. So you performed some shows there. How many shows did you do there?
Oh, I think it was a quiet year for me this year. I haven't had the chance to do any Finnian Johnson shows as of yet, but I did a couple of cover gigs up there. I supported. What did I do up there? It's been a bit of a blur. I got COVID up there, so pretty rough. But it was the launch of my new single, I'm Doing Well, and it was great to release a song on the first day of the festival and then kind of have it running for the whole 10 days.
Oh, great. All right. Oh, well, that's good. So was that your first Tamworth? No, that wouldn't have been your first Tamworth, would it?
No, my first Tamworth was 2017, I think. I was 15, so I just finished the junior academy up there, and then I loved it so much, I came back up to the festival every year.
Right, okay. All right. I've never been to Tamworth, so...
Oh, you're missing out.
I know, it's on my bucket list, and one day I will get there, but 1 year anyway. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But anyway, it's great to hear you did well there. That's really good news, because there's no better way of launching a country music career in Australia than, by performing at Tamworth, obviously. All right, now, where can people buy your music?
I think it's out everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music. I think that's the main thing, but it is on every streaming platform. And I've got a couple of songs out now, and you can find them all through my socials, just at Finnian Johnson everywhere. And yeah, I'm hoping to build up more of a repertoire in the coming months.
Right.
But yeah, 3 songs. Go check them out. Okay,
so now you mentioned that you were 15 when you did your first Tamworth show in 2017. But how long have you actually been playing music?
Since I was about 12, I think. I started learning guitar, and I think I learned guitar because I knew I wanted to sing, and it's a lot easier to, take that first step in singing if you can support yourself with an instrument and start doing busking and gigs. So I did that, and I started doing pub gigs when I was about 12 or 13, and I just haven't stopped.
Oh, that's good. Well, stick with it, because you're obviously a very talented young man, so,
Thank you.
You keep up the good work is all I can say. What drew you to the music industry? What made you wake up one morning and say, "Oh, I want to be a guitar player and a singer and want to write music"? When did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I always loved music as a kid. We always had country music blaring through the speakers, and one of the main artists we had was Troy Casadale, and we loved his music, all his songs, just the storytelling behind it and how it was real, and everything came off so sincere. And I guess one day I was like, oh, I want to be that. So yeah, I don't think there was a point where I just switched and decided I wanted to do music, but I never really had any other plans, so it just kind of happened, and a little hobby turned into my life.
So there was no plan B?
No, still no plan B. I've got to make it.
Okay. Well, I can't help being curious. I mean, if you hadn't become a musician, what do you reckon you'd be doing right now?
I don't know. When I was a little kid, I did want to be a vet, but I was never very academic. I was kind of into sports, and maybe I'd be a soccer player if I wasn't a singer.
A soccer player?
Both very hard professions, but one or the other.
So you don't like AFL?
I don't think I've ever watched an AFL game, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Very up here, more NRL.
Okay, yeah. You know I'm in Victoria, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. The home of AFL.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Well, at least you know something about it. Oh, dear. All right, so NRL, eh?
Yeah, I still don't follow it, but, I live in Newcastle, so I guess I go for the Newcastle Knights.
Yeah, well...
but definitely more of a Newcastle Jets fan.
You're one of the two states that like NRL, New South Wales and Queensland,
yeah.
So all the rest of Australia likes AFL.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I've been around, I've seen it. Anyway, look, we're not here to talk about the footy. So why'd you choose country? Well, you said you were listening to country music, but did that influence your choice in the genre of music that you were going to play?
I'm not sure. Like I said, we always had country music. Oh, we had lots of music. My dad was always playing like AC/DC, and then it would go to like Brooks and Dunn. And Troy Casadale. But I always definitely connected more to the country stuff, and especially the Australian stuff, because it was kind of stuff that I could more relate to, and it's more real. So we had some Keith Urban stuff, and then Lee Kernaghan, Adam Harvey, Troy Casadale, and I think I loved it so much because it was real.
Yep.
And just the sound of country music is unmatched. I love a pedal steel, I love a fiddle, sweet acoustic guitar, and I just, I always wanted to be that guy that can sit on a stool and make an audience cry in a good way.
Okay.
And, I think Troy Cassidy was the kind of person that could do that, and that's the kind of music. And I think I was blessed with a really deep voice, so that really fits the country music well.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a nice, rich baritone like the one you've got. It's very nice to listen to a voice like that from a male artist, anyway. You don't sound anything like Dolly Parton, for example.
No.
Oh, geez, I was going to ask you something that's just slipped out of my head. But anyway, look, we'll go on. Who do you see as your main influences as a musician and a songwriter?
Troy Cassidy. It's an easy answer for me. I get asked it a lot, and that man. I've met him. I've played with him a couple of times now.
Okay, yeah.
I think I met him when I was around 16, and to me, idol at that point. People say don't meet your heroes or whatever, but a fellow like Troy, I met him, and he was just exactly as he is through his songs. And he's a good Australian, genuine fella.
He is.
And, I was like, I want to be that. He's had the fame and the fortune in the music industry, but he's still himself. He's a family man, and I just want to do that pretty much. I get that. You can't go wrong using Troy Cassidy as a role model because he is such a nice guy and such a very, very talented person, and he's been around for a while, so he's got a lot of experience under his belt, and he can pass a lot of good information on to you. So and I'm glad you're drawing on that because you can't go wrong with it. No way.
All right. So any other influences, or you're just sticking with Troy?
I love Johnny Cash. Unfortunately, never met him.
Well,
but I mean, that'd be one fella I would have loved to see live. But
the Man in Black.
Yeah, I'd love a bit of Johnny Cash. And,
yep.
Elvis Presley, I think, was my first ever CD I asked for. That'd be a couple of my influences as well.
Okay, all right. Now, here's a question that I like to ask people. For some reason, they find it pretty difficult to find an answer, but I'm going to ask it. What's your most memorable experience so far as a performer?
I would probably say an easy one would be the time to play with Troy at his shows at the track at Tamworth. They were great, but the Toyota Starmaker final last year was amazing. I was up there with the full band, and I got such a amazing reception from the crowd, and it was the best feeling. I felt good on stage, playing my own song, and that's probably so far a highlight for me.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, well, I would count that as a highlight too if I was in your shoes. Unfortunately, I'm not. What size shoes do you take, by the way?
I don't even know. Can.
I'm only joking. I'll probably get into your thongs, maybe. Now, are there any albums in the works for you? Like an album?
There's singles in the work. Going to hopefully release a couple more singles. I was hoping to get in the studio pretty much this month, but I've just taken a little fracture to the ribs, so I've slowed down a little bit.
Okay.
Just moving around and stuff. But as soon as I'm better, I'm going to get back in the studio and get working on another song.
Okay.
And get it out to the world ASAP. No,
that's good. That's good news. Speaking of singles, upcoming singles, I might. Could I possibly send you our mailing address here at the studio? No, I'll send you my email address. There you go, and you can, if you would, please send us, MP3s of your new singles as they are released.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. I'll probably get an email from your publicist. I think what's her name, Karen? Karen from Little Sparrow.
Yep, she's great. She's on top of everything.
Okay, all right. Yeah, she's pretty good. I get a lot of artist interviews from her, and this is one of them. All right. So, what's coming up for you in the way of you got any gigs, festivals, tours coming up?
Not really anything locked in. I've really wanted to focus on releasing music this year, and I'm sure the festivals and Finnian Johnson shows will follow after that. But yeah, really just kind of setting the foundations this year.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fine. Alrighty. Now, what else was I going to? Yeah. When I'm just curious. When you sit down, like yourself, when you get a bit of time to yourself, and you sit down, and you say, "Oh, I don't want to have a listen to some music, just relax," you know. What do you tend to listen to apart from Troy Cassar-Daley, of course?
I love. Right now, I'm a big fan of Cody Johnson.
Oh yeah.
His great voice, great songs.
Yep.
Always been a big Rascal Flatts fan. They're a band I would have loved to see when they were together.
Who was that, sorry?
Rascal Flatts.
Oh, Rascal Flatts, yes.
They're great.
They are, yes.
And probably, Morgan Wallen. He's huge, but
Okay.
he's got some great songs.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, no, good choice. You got a good taste in, well, no surprise, but yeah, you certainly know how to follow a good artist. All right, we're getting close to having to sign off, but look, here's another question to bowl you over. If you could pick three people to be on stage with, any three people, I know Troy Cassar-Daley is probably one of them, but who would the other two be?
I would go with, we'll go Troy, Johnny Cash.
Okay.
And, very tough one. Randy Travis.
Randy Travis?
Yeah.
Wow, that's one you don't hear of very often. Wow, okay.
I love his voice, love his music. And
yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah, what's not to love? He's great.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Yeah, he's been around a while too. He put out some great stuff. And, Cody Johnson, that's just, I'm a huge fan.
Great voice.
Oh, yeah. And a great songwriter.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's also got a very nice band, when he gets up with a band. They're great.
Everything, it's like I said, all his songs have that sweet country sound. And
yeah.
It sounds so clean, and it's great to hear.
Yeah. All right. Look, I won't send you my email because I know Karen's going to send me through stuff for you.
Yep.
She always sends me, links to download your latest singles and all that sort of stuff. So, but I will play them. So whatever product you put out, I'll put it on air here. Provided it suits the show, of course. But it almost certainly will. All right, look, I've got to sign off. Thank you so much, Finnian, for taking the time to have this chat with me today.
No, thank you for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome. You're all about supporting good Aussie talent, and you tick the box, so there's no doubt.
Thank you very much. I hope to be back on soon.
All right, I hope to talk to you again in the very near future. So look after yourself, take it easy, and keep up the good work, mate.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Finnian. Bye-bye.